Hey everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari.
And I am Sean.
What's up? What's up,
What's
beautiful?
up, sugars? What's up, baby girl?
Nothing, just chilling. I didn't get to go to the beach. I'm so sad and disappointed that I spent that many days near the water and never even made it.
And what was the excuse you didn't make it to the water at least one day for a little bit?
I was just wrapped up in them kids.
You were supposed to go down and get your groove back and
Yeah, I did.
woosah
What you
and some
sipping on?
sand. You know, the usual cupcake Moscato, a little fruit in it.
Okay.
I keep it basic.
I'm drinking a Sauvignon mixed with a Southern peach Jack Daniels.
You so bougie.
So it's like a whiskey wine, something like
Oh,
that.
is sweet though, or is it really sour?
It's kind of like in between. It's not really sweet, but it's not sour either.
Oh, okay.
It's really
Okay.
good.
Okay. Bougie ass. It's okay.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, so y'all, first we want to give our condolences to Rich Homie Kwan's family.
Absolutely.
But we also need to talk about all of these fucking girls that's popping out like porn on this shit.
Oh my God. I was like, how many bitches did he have? Like, now I'm feeling sorry for the one that found him because now you realizing you wasn't the only bitch that he had. Or did she know?
Yo, he had all the women. Like
Man.
all the women, and all the women have like videos and text messages and
he didn't have no shame.
He didn't have no shame. The
He
man
didn't give a
have
damn.
shame.
He was like, who gonna leave me? You know who I am? Okay.
Listen, I have never seen so many women just
man.
I'm like, she can't even grieve.
Right. And she can't say it's not true.
Because she is pissed off. Because it is just video after video after video after video.
It's a lot. That man had a lot.
Mr. Charlie had a whole bunch of family.
He had things in a lot of different areas. Like he had long money. So, you know, them women wanted to get, you know, that 15 minutes of fame. So they get their videos. You know.
I mean, but some of these women already have 15 minutes of fame.
So what is the funeral gonna look like?
It's gonna be a hot mess. It's gonna be a hot fucking mess. It's gonna be fucking women everywhere. Every time somebody go up to the casket, they gonna throw themselves.
Just think about the hoes that's not relevant that's gonna come out. Like the ones that been popping out is known. Like what's the chick's name from Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah.
I was shocked on that one.
Erica Banks.
Like let's think about the ones that's gonna pop out at the funeral that don't have a platform like that. It's probably more than that. In the trap, the chicks in the trap, they're still on Section 8, you know.
Listen, it's for them. I'm like, yo, it's gonna listen.
Yeah. And how many kids did he have?
7.
By 7 different women?
4 different women. I think I saw 4 different women.
Okay.
Yeah, but the one that found him, he got like 5 kids with her, 4 kids with her. Like he got a bunch of kids with her.
But did you hear the 911 call?
I heard the 911 call.
I keep leaning on the fact that they said, do you have a defibrillator? And she said, what is that?
Go get it.
But she said, what is that?
Everybody don't know what a defibrillator is. You work in the healthcare industry. I work in the healthcare industry. We know what defibrillator. Everybody don't know what a fucking defibrillator is.
You got 5 kids with a woman who don't know what a defibrillator is. Come on.
Listen,
And you have home.
first of all, what she better be happy about is that she said defibrillator and didn't say an AED.
Listen. So she didn't seem very sympathetic. Like maybe I'm not gonna play devil's advocate or whatever, but the phone call just seemed really like wasn't really
I feel like
concerned.
she was in shock. She knew he was dead. Like, why are we doing all this stuff? I know he's dead.
And why did you call the daddy first before calling 911? What was that about?
First of all, he's a celebrity. And I really don't care what nobody says.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling somebody first before I call the police. If you're a celebrity.
Really? Okay,
I'm calling his manager. I'm calling the manager. I'm calling somebody. And if he is super close with his father, I'm calling if my man passed out today, right now.
Okay.
First phone call is somebody in his family. Second call is 911. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
If you pass out, same thing. I'm calling somebody in the family first. Hey, I'm about to call 911. She passed out. Make your way here.
But that split-second decision can change somebody's life.
I understand, but I'm still calling, especially if it's a celebrity. Because you make that call and you can put everything out. Like, you just never know. Like, these people's lives are guarded and they're protected by people. They may have their own doctor. There might be somebody, a special ambulance that comes and picks up celebrities.
She knew he overdosed.
She did.
She knew there was gonna be some bullshit in the game. I feel like
she knew he overdosed before she went to go take her son to work. To school.
You think so? Now that part, I don't know. She was like, I covered him up with a blanket, but then got back home and rolled him over, and he was foamed he had foam in his mouth. So he was dead like the night before.
She rolled him over so her son would not see the foam in his mouth. So then when she got back, she rolled him back over. That's my allegedly.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, let me go back and listen to this phone call because I must have missed all of that. You came up with your own story. Like, look, they just put that shit out.
I don't feel like she killed him. I don't feel like she did anything. I don't feel like she's guilty as she did anything. I just feel like she was like, I don't need my son traumatized from seeing this death. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover him up and I'll deal with him when I come back.
But she said she covered him up because it's cold in the house.
She touched his body and his body was cold because he was dead.
How you gonna live with yourself for the rest of your life with that on your head? That you knew he was dead. You casually took your son to school.
Think about it, as a mother, if you walked in and your lover was dead, deceased, it was their father, their kid's father was dead, and you knew he was dead, would you want to ruin your child's day at school?
No, but I would take him to his room and put him in his room. I wouldn't leave a dead body there if I know somebody's dead.
What's the body gonna do?
What's it gonna do?
What's it gonna hurt?
Because either way it go, the child's not gonna see him, and the child is eventually gonna know that his daddy is dead. But you decide to leave a dead body there, take your ass to this school, and then come back and then say, "Oh, he was dead." No, I'm not gonna. I can't travel knowing there's a dead body on my couch. No,
that's exactly what happened allegedly. In my mind,
in your mind,
I feel like she did. I was like, let me Google this shit. Like I said, I don't. Even if she did do that, there's nothing malicious in it. She's trying to protect her kid and not have her kid traumatized by seeing this dead man laying on the couch. He's not gonna go to school. He's gonna be traumatized. All of that.
I ring the bell because I call bullshit. I call bullshit on the whole story. We need a bell because I call bullshit on that whole story. But so who gets the money? The man, so Rich Homie Quan, his estimated net worth is $3.5 million.
That ain't even a lot of money.
You know that man ain't got no life insurance, so he probably ain't got no wheels, no life insurance.
Well, it all gonna get divvied up between his children because he's not married.
Right.
So the kids. But I can guarantee you there's going to be more kids than the 7 that we have reported, because I know that as many as side chicks as some popped up, my boo, I love you. I mean, it's just like all you wanted to do was find happiness. I'm glad you found, like, all of them. They all of them about to. They got babies. It's some babies popping out.
Oh yeah, I believe that. More babies and more women. I think before it's over with, he probably gonna have at least 20 kids. About 5 or 6 more women pop out.
You think it's gonna be that many?
I think so. I think he was spreading himself all over the United States. May he rest in peace. Sorry, no disrespect. However,
listen. So yeah, we definitely want to give our condolences to his family, and our condolences to all his baby mothers and his children, and to all his side chicks.
To the future baby mamas we don't know about.
The future babies is about to pop out just because he done passed away. So we're giving our condolences, and we you know what I'm saying, overdose is serious. You know, doing drugs is serious.
Absolutely.
You know, so
I bet you his phone is crazy. His cell phone.
We're not making light of his death. We making light of these circumstances that's happening during this plan. This is gonna be something. I hope it's televised. It probably won't be, but please, somebody that goes to the funeral, please record the shenanigans. Please make sure that you keep your camera steady. We want to see all of the shenanigans that is going to happen at Rich Homie Quan's.
All you gotta do is log on to the Shade Room. They gonna tell it all. They gonna tell it all.
I need somebody. I need the friend with the steady hand. Okay.
Yeah, the steady hand. The steady hand.
The steady hand to record this shit.
Oh, may he rest in peace.
Yes,
he was an amazing artist. He was an amazing artist.
Yeah, he was an amazing artist.
Really good music.
Hey, you going down as a legend for sure.
Right. I was gonna play one of his songs, but you know we don't get paid. We don't. Yeah, you don't got
the rights to that shit. We don't. That she heard me say that she waited till after she dropped off her baby.
She covered him up to keep him warm. It's cold. It's cold. It gets cold down there, so I covered him up.
But you didn't cover him up until this morning? He been there all night.
Girl.
When that autopsy come back, that man probably been dead for about 9 hours before anybody even called.
That's crazy. I don't agree with that. Don't ever do that. If something happened to me, bitch, call the police, the ambulance right away.
I'm calling one person in particular. Sis, hey, something wrong. And I'm sorry, that's the only phone number I have. Give me somebody else's phone number. I only got one.
As soon as we end this show, I'm sending you everybody. And this is my contact.
So I'm making one phone call for you.
And in this order.
What number?
Just call Jesus first. Call the Lord first and say a prayer for me, and then call 911. That's who you call. Call Jesus first.
And then call
911. That's the only emergency contact I need.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so there's this chick named Chameleon, and she says that women are going to continue to be single out here while they on this search to find a good man. Because all the good men are bisexual. So you got to be open to a bisexual man if you want to find a good man. Because most of the good men are cuddling up with other men.
Really?
That's what she's saying now.
What do you think? Do you think that's possibly true?
I don't think that's true. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to say that there are not some very good bisexual men out there that women do pass up on because they bisexual. So I won't say that that's not a true statement, But I'm not saying that the only good men that's out there are bisexual. I'm not going to say that.
Like they either bisexual, narcissist, controlling.
No, a narcissist is not a good man. So you can't even put that in the same sentence.
Well, I'm just saying. That's what they're saying. No. They either A, B, C, or D.
Yeah, well, yeah. We were talking about good men, and a narcissist is not a good man. There's nothing about a narcissist that makes them a good man.
I think if I found a good man who was honest and transparent enough to tell me, look, I'm bisexual, this has been my thing, but I'm, focused on you, I would give it a chance.
But what if he's not just focused on you?
Then it's not an option for me, probably.
I would date a bisexual man, period. Right. Because I can't expect for a man to accept me and my bisexuality. And I'd be like, oh, no, hypocrite. Like, no.
Right.
Mm. Yeah, I can't. So I would not pass over a bisexual guy.
Only because you know my history. You know my struggle with not being the chosen one. And I don't want to have to battle with your sexuality and your...
But he would have to battle with yours.
But does that make you a good man, though? If you haven't...
No, he's already the good man. We're not talking about what makes him a good man. This bisexual man is the good man, period.
Right. So her comment to say that he's not, what is she trying to say, that he's not a good man because he's bisexual?
She's saying that the only good men around this earth right now are bisexual men. And women are missing out because they refuse to date bisexual men. That's what she's saying.
But you can have a bisexual man who chooses to say, you know what, I've been bisexual. That's probably not my journey any longer.
Then he would not be bisexual. He would
still be bisexual.
No, bisexual people, once they go over to one side or the other, they do not consider themselves bisexual. You have to bisexually be active.
So being bisexual means I can't just stick to one for a long period of time. Not saying that that's out of your system or out of my system or whatever, but in my life where I choose to stand right now, I choose to be with just men only. So would that no longer make a person bisexual if they choose one side or the other to have a long,
because
relationship?
Because we live in a world where you can pick and be whoever you want to be. Right. You can consider yourself still bisexual because you don't know what you're going to do later. Absolutely, you could. I mean, the whole time I was married, I still consider myself bisexual. However, I didn't, for those amount of years, I didn't have any bisexual activities. You know what I'm saying? But I knew, but it was different because I was like, as soon as we don't work, I'm going to get some pussy. So, it's different. I didn't swear nothing off. I never swore the pussy off.
Hey, you didn't do it while you were married.
Yeah, but I didn't swear the pussy off. I didn't swear it off. I never swore the pussy off. I said, I am bisexual and I'm going to be bisexual forever.
But that doesn't make you not bisexual to be in a committed relationship with a man.
I feel like my first marriage, I was bisexual the whole marriage. I didn't do anything in my first marriage. And I felt like I was smothering and smoldering myself just because I was denying myself even saying that I was still bisexual.
Gotcha.
Even though I literally was just into him. Still, in hindsight, I should have been bisexual forever, stayed that way, and just even if the world didn't have to know then, I should have at least been honest with him because in my second marriage, I was truthful about it, so it set very well with me.
Right.
If I felt like if I would have been truthful about it the first time, I think things would have went a lot better.
Right.
I'm not gonna say our marriage would have worked because it still wouldn't work. But I'm just saying things would have been better.
So my question is, with that statement, so yes, if a man came to me was a good man and he was bisexual, would I date him? His past doesn't mean shit to me. But moving forward, if I'm in a committed, exclusive, monogamous relationship with you, it's okay to admit that you're bisexual. It's okay to admit that, okay, we're bisexual, whatever the case may be. But moving forward, if I'm in a committed relationship with you, I feel like you need to be a good man and be with me and only me. But it's okay to admit that I'm bisexual. But that doesn't mean it has to be our journey moving forward. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but I think what she is saying, you're basically saying he was once bisexual, now he is no more. He
well,
is
no,
only
he
with
can
me.
continue to, yeah, but he can continue to say, actually, I am bisexual. It's okay for
Yes,
him to
but
say that.
this, in this sense, this young lady is saying that this man is still actively having sex with men.
Oh no,
And yes,
oh no, we're not doing that.
because that is the real. I mean, I can't even say what the real true essence of being bisexual is, because it's different to people. But in
Right,
this sense, she is saying your husband may still be laid up with the nigga, and also, or dude, sorry, with the dude, and still be with you.
right.
Yeah. And
And women are letting go of good men because of that.
I'm saying that as a woman, I would not have a problem with my husband being bisexual. However, there's a big comma. There's a big huge comma.
Okay.
He could only have one partner at a time. I'm sorry. There's got to be some type of regulations in our relationship. And he can put that same thing on me. You can only have one partner at a time. You must be tested and you must always wear protection. Those are the things that will make me comfortable with my husband being a bisexual man. It will make me comfortable.
Right.
I
I'm
can't
with
say
you.
what it would do for everybody else, but that's what would make me
Absolutely.
comfortable.
Absolutely. I got you. I'm
You
with
know what
you.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But um I can't tell him that he can't ever be with a man again. I told you, I can't never be with anybody. Can never tell me who I can't be with ever again.
Right. Right.
Like
I'm with you.
I'm not. I'm never gonna be a lesbian because I always need dick. I'm never gonna be heterosexual because I always need pussy.
Mm-hmm.
So I know where I am. I tell the people that I date, they know that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't ever ask me to choose. If you
Right.
ask me to choose, you might as well just break up with me because I'm not
Right.
choosing. I'm
Right.
not doing that. I already led a life where I had to choose and keep
Right.
myself in this little bubble, and I'm just miserable on the inside while looking and living my life. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm not doing that no more. Like, I can't do it. So I'm saying I feel like she's incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like she's very incorrect.
Right.
However, I feel like there are some good bisexual guys that don't get a chance because women, especially black women,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Because
they
women
just
are closed off to
they're
that.
not
They're
open to
closed
that.
off to that. Yeah, they're closed off to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I feel like it's harder because of the download culture. A
Right.
lot of women are married to men who are definitely bisexual, or
Right.
some that are full out. They're not gay. They can't say that they're gay, full out gay. I'm sorry, they can't say they full out gay because they fucking a whole entire wife.
Right.
But they're definitely bisexual. I
I
feel
think
like
I can be selfish at times. So I think that's where my direction goes with this whole thing. I don't care. I don't judge. My mother left this earth bisexual woman, lesbian woman. So I don't judge. I think my whole thing is like, I don't like to share. I'm selfish at times. I might have my selfish moments where I want to be that person and say, no, you can't do that. Like, 'cause it's technically cheating in my eyes. But if I could find me a good man and he came to me and told me he was bisexual, maybe that would be, we need to put rules and regulations and stipulations on what this looks like. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that is what I feel like should be done, because that
Right.
ultimately is your relationship. It's your
Right.
relationship. You
Right.
should be able to, like, fuck society. Like,
Right.
you should be able, it's your relationship. You guys should be able to make your own rules, guidelines, whatever standards that you guys may have, whatever it is. Like, you guys should be able to put your own little relationship package together
Right.
and live by it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole relationship. Like, we have a little contract. We signed it and everything, and it's because we're poly. Like,
Right.
we
I
had to
never
put some
seen her.
rules in place. We had to put some rules in place. Like, one of the rules was, well, one of the things that he said is, like, well, we had a rule, like, you can't have your partners in your house, like people that you're sexual with, in the house. And I was like, well, what about my, like, friend girl? Like,
Right.
because, like, my friend girl is like my friend. Like, sometimes we just friends, sometimes we just
Right.
straight up lesbians. Like,
Right.
like, well, how's that gonna work? So, so there are rules put in place for my friend girl. Um, there's rules that are just specifically for her and I.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's rules for people that I'm just dating. You
Is
know
that
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
contract?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
it's in there.
it's in there? I need to
Oh
see the
yeah, it's in
contract.
there.
I
Yeah,
need to
it's
see
in
the
there.
contract.
Yes, because you need rules, because
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't want to ever be disrespectful. Like, I don't know how I would feel if I just walked in the door and I knew that this was somebody that he was fucking was just sitting up in my house. You
Oh
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're open, I don't know how I would feel about that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would want him to feel the same way. Like, is this your homegirl or is this somebody you fucking? So I
Right.
literally have to be like, yo, this is somebody that I fucked in the past and we homies.
Right.
Like, sometimes we fuck and sometimes we don't.
Right.
So, like, it just depends on our
Right.
situation. So, but we just you just like you do different things. Like, we had like a getting to know phase,
Mm-hmm.
of my lady friend and everything. So they would have their own relationships. So they're very familiar with each other. So they would be comfortable around each other and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So, like, it's just things that you put in place so you can kind of like, you can get rid of jealousy, because jealousy
Right.
it comes from not having enough clarity. Like, if
Right.
you have questions and you need answers, like,
Right.
that's when jealousy plays in. But if
Right.
you have all the answers and you can ask any questions that you want at any time and you have access to the other person as much as you want, it literally builds up a wall of trust instead of breaking
Right.
down trust. And
Absolutely.
that's what people tend to do in their relationships, is just break down all the walls of trust. Like,
Right.
when you literally can just be even if you're not in an open relationship, you can just be honest. It's just
Right.
being in an honest
Right.
relationship. That's why when people ask me, oh, well, what's your dating style? Like, I'm 100% an ethical, non-monogamous person. Very
Mm-hmm.
ethical. Like, my partner, he can't pick up my phone and see whatever he wants to see on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
vice versa. Like, I can, because it's just, that's just the level of trust that we have with each other,
Right.
that you should be able to do that. Like, if he sees that I've been talking to a chick, or even a guy for that matter, he's not gonna look at my phone and be in shock, like, oh, who is
Right.
that? You know what I'm saying? Because we always have this getting to know phase. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
can get to know somebody, a week or two, but then after that, if they're still around, then you need to go ahead and fill the other person in. Like, hey, I've been
Right.
talking to someone, and then you go from there.
Right.
But every relation, but that's how we govern our relationship. So everybody's relationship is different. You govern your relationship however this best works for you. So if
Right.
you were in a relationship with this bisexual man and you said, twice a year, go out for the weekend, have a blast.
Like the
But
hall pass.
Yeah, but the rest of the time, you my man.
Right. Now, see, I can do that. I can do
Yeah.
that.
You know what I'm saying? But I just think it will be hard for a bisexual person. I feel like they would not be being true to themselves if they literally just gave up one side. Now, I know everybody's not bisexual like I am. I am a bisexual person that needs one and the other. Not every bisexual person is like that. Some
Right.
bisexual people, they'll just be like, oh, I'm on men this week and I'm on girls next week. Like, I get it. No judgment.
Right.
But for me, I need both. Like, I be having cravings. Like, after I get some pussy, I want some dick. After I get some dick, I want some pussy. Like, so that's just me.
Right.
Yeah, that's just me. All right, so let's get into this shame topic because we just like went off. First of all, this one is about this NFL player, well, former Lions player, who decided that he wanted to give this old lady a golden shower.
Oh, which one is that?
Yeah, it's an older lady. I'm not really for certain what her name is. Her last name is Lee. But he decided that he was going to, just sprinkle a little urine, little urine on her. So what happened was they were on a flight.
Okay.
And they were on a flight. It doesn't say where they were on a flight to. And she basically said she found him um, on some sleep. Had been taking some sleep medication on the flight. And he basically just decided after he got finished doing his little medication, he was going to go ahead and just give her a little urine shower. So he was arrested, and she was offended, but she don't even act like a hoe. I was kind of disappointed because now when I hear these older Karen women, I be expecting for them to give out full Karen. Like she did not. She just
Was there a
explained.
video? Was there a
Yeah,
video of it?
she just explained her story. I mean, we can listen to it. Let me turn up the
Okay.
volume
Yeah,
really
because
quick.
I don't remember this one. I don't.
I might have not sent it to you. I don't normally send the shame worthies.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't have that
let's
one. And I
listen.
Googled it. I don't see it.
And flight crew. Investigators say ex-NFL player Gosser Sherilis relieved himself onto an elderly woman forcing the plane back to Logan Airport.
I glanced up at him. I thought at first he was just going to expose himself. And then he pulled out his penis and he started to urinate.
He appeared in court facing multiple charges, including disorderly conduct and resisting arrest.
He fully emptied his bladder on me.
In response to the accusations, Sherilis posted this on Instagram saying in part, quote, "I took a sleeping medication that I don't normally use, which resulted in behavior that is not representative of my character, and I would like to apologize to the passengers and flight crew." Investigators say ex-NFL player Gosser
So he took this medication and
got on this flight.
Felt like he was going to. He thought he was in the bathroom, maybe because of this medicine. He didn't intentionally whip it out and pee on her, did?
We don't know. We don't know. He blamed it on the medication.
Okay. I don't know. She was disturbed.
She should have been disturbed.
As she should.
As she should have been. Because if I wake up and someone's peeing on me, or if I'm just on the flight, because she was asleep.
She was asleep when it happened?
I'm normally on the flight playing either backgammon or this two dots game. One of those two games, I'm like all in it. I'm all in it. Okay. And I just realized you whipped out your penis while I'm playing this game, and then you just start to urinate on me. First of all, the first thing that's wrong with her story, she said he was able to empty out his entire bladder.
I would have punched him smack dab.
Would have punched him so hard in his junk.
So would that have been assault?
And went back up there.
That part, like, so you sat there and watched him empty his whole bladder on you. He would have got socked, uppercutted. He would not be able to use his little penis for a while. And so now he's facing charges because he was drugged up, basically.
He was arrested, yes. Because they had to return back to the airport. He was arrested for relieving himself on this woman.
What was he headed? I guess that don't matter, but where was he going?
I don't know. He was at Logan, and that's where they left from. But I don't know where he was going. It don't even matter.
This happened mid-flight?
You pissed on me. I have to be on this flight pissy, or I have to go and buy more clothes because you have pissed on me. Like your whole entire bladder?
She said his entire bladder.
His entire bladder. That means he shook it off when he got finished.
So what happened after? Did he just tuck it back in, lay back down, and like?
How many men do you know use tissue to dabble off their dick?
Why he's peeing on her?
That's it. I would have been like, motherfucker, are you crazy? I would have pushed everybody would have pissed on me.
He would have been right. He would have been.
Because I would have tossed his ass everywhere. Everybody would have had piss. It would have pissed everywhere. Do you hear me?
Oh, I need to see a picture of this man.
Ugh.
Yeah. He's funny looking. That's crazy. And she was how old? 80?
Yeah.
I said they must have been on stick.
So, another little quick question. So Plies, he's just fabulous. I just love him because he just says whatever he wants to say, and I just love him. So he recently said that what the fuck is he supposed to do when his chick is on her cycle? Like, what is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to not have sex? Like, what is he supposed to do during that time frame when she can't have no sex? And he horny.
Man, some corny men, some kind of, they like that shit. Like,
he is not having sex with a woman while she's on her period. He's clearly not that kind of guy. So what is he supposed to do?
You and your hand better get very comfortable. Or she need to buy him a pocket pussy.
But they don't work. I have bought my partner several pocket pussies and they've all been epic fails.
Listen, a cycle lasts all of 5 to 7 days. If you can't wait, or she needs to be comfortable using her mouth during them 5 to 7 days. But
I'm just saying, like, you sleeping in the bed next to that person every single day.
Well, I mean, anal, like, blood ain't coming out of that.
Anal.
Your blood ain't coming out of that. Like, if you just gotta put
but there are some men and there are some religions where you just do not touch the woman while she's on her cycle. But I think, he's not asking for those purposes. He's saying, I need to be in some pussy. What am I supposed to be doing for 7 days when I can't get in none?
You just shit out of luck. I'm just saying, like, unless she cool with you going to get a side chick once a month. He is
in a relationship and he is not about to masturbate. So
now you gonna cheat on me or treat me wrong because Eve ate the apple and now I'm having periods and shit. So you gonna blame that shit on me?
Do you think that there should be a backup pussy for when the man is when you're on your period?
Fuck no. No. So let's flip it. How many men do you think can handle it? If
0.
A man has
maybe one out of 10 men.
He 1 out of 10 3 to 5 days.
1 out of 10 men will allow their woman to have sex when they are occupied and they not able when they can't.
If you can't wait on me for 5 to 7 days for something that's natural, that's totally against my control, then you don't need to be with me.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense. I mean, or you can just be poly and you can just hope that they periods don't sink. Because if they periods sink,
that would be fucked up.
It would be crazy because you can't even get it from either one of them because their periods is gonna sink up.
So then you gotta have a third one. That's some bullshit.
No, because literally the women's periods will all sync up. You know that.
Right. Absolutely.
They'll sync up. They just do. It's the weirdest, craziest thing.
I don't have no cycles. I'm going on 15 years without them. So
listen, I don't have no cycle either. So
see, you ain't gotta worry about it.
It's been 11 years for me, so I don't have them problems. But I feel sorry for people that
married. He's been married for a while, though, right?
I don't know when is his marriage. As far as married?
Yeah, he is married. He's been married for a while.
Well, listen, she better start putting out.
And I actually didn't know until Instagram not too long ago, because it's funny you bring him up. I didn't know he was married. Yeah, he is married and been married for some years.
Oh, well, baby, I didn't know.
So I don't know.
I don't know Plaza's business. Now let's talk about marriages real quick before we get up off this show.
Okay.
Oh, and I gotta do my shame-worthy topic. But before we get into that, true or false?
Do I need to go get some more wine?
Nah.
What's up?
Is the Brat and Big Booty Judy divorcing or no?
No, I don't think so. They seem like they so in love, and like the Brat would do anything for Judy, and Judy would do anything for her. She bought her 4 Teslas for one birthday or something like that. Like they get divorced.
Social media is saying, excuse me, social media is alleging that Judy been getting her some dick and not from a strap on. And Brat tired of it, and they supposed to be getting a divorce.
Aww, I hate that for her.
So Judy posted her and Brat going on a date and was like, "Yeah, but we get a divorce."
Oh, I missed all that because I used to watch the show. I thought they were so cute.
You let people into your life and then they just try to destroy it. So she's saying it's a rumor to lie. The Brat has not said anything. However, the Brat has been working separately away. You know, they normally go everywhere together. But you know, couples can do some shit separately. So I ain't really judging it. But I don't know.
Social media is showing Judy with quite a few different men, though.
Yeah, I mean, prior to Brat.
Are these prior to?
Yeah.
Because they said she's exposed footage of her cheating.
No, well, that might be something.
Yeah, there's 3 videos showing that she cheated and she's exposing her, but they're with 3 different men. But I'm not gonna click on them. But I mean, I can see that from her, maybe. I don't know. I hate that for Brat because Brat was like, that was when she was fully transparent about coming out the closet and who she was. Because I mean, the Brat came out swinging. Like we all knew all these years who she was. But she came out swinging when she finally came out the closet and, openly, and fell in love with Judy, had this cute little baby. Oh, I hate that for her.
So, just because I have to say it, if they get a divorce, if it's true and they get a divorce, who gets the baby?
The Brat. I think the Brat.
But biologically, the baby's DNA is Judy's.
That's gonna probably have to be a shared custody type of thing. There's no fight maybe on both ends.
Because Brat gave birth to the baby, but it was Judy's baby.
I could see Brett being vindictive and trying to go for full custody to keep her away
Why
from
would
her.
that be being vindictive? That's her child.
No, because it's also Judy's child. Like that's my go-to. Like, y'all are in love. Y'all done shared this baby. And then as soon as something happened, now y'all want to say the other person is not good enough to be around the baby. But y'all have this whole $1 million show showing that y'all are both good parents to this little boy. So for you to say, okay, I want full custody, you can't do anything with the baby, I think that's being vindictive because you proved that y'all both love the baby. So it should be like a shared thing. Like, they both should get, equal custody of the baby. No child support, no alimony, because y'all, why are you looking like that?
Because as soon as you said child support, this other story popped up.
Oh, wow. With this same story?
Let me comment on, I feel like definitely a 50-50.
Absolutely.
I don't know who has primary because they have to issue primary. I'm inclined to feel like the birth mom. But I don't know. I feel sorry for the judge that has to
Well, as I'm looking at it, there
make
is
that
a
decision.
YouTube video. There is a YouTube video. I haven't clicked on it. Dated September 2nd. It says the Brett divorced wife Judy and wins custody of their son.
It's not anywhere. That's not real. I checked when I was in Georgia. It's not, there's no,
Okay.
nothing's been
Well,
filed.
who reported this? Who reported this?
It's on
'Cause I'm
YouTube.
like,
They want you to
yeah,
watch it. They want you
YouTube.
to click and watch it.
Because you know what bitch did. I sure did click on it.
But while we was talking about child support, allegedly.
Hold on, let me stop this. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Allegedly, Megan Good is covering Jonathan Majors' bills and child support.
I don't know why every time I think about him, I think about that video of him dancing. That is hilarious. She just looks so uncomfortable and out of place. But I'm not surprised. He's a mass manipulator, I think.
You think so?
The dude, I think so. I don't know the man personally, but just, from the stories and his behavior, yeah, I think his well has run dry because he hasn't worked since Creed 3, because of all the scrutiny he's under, and he needs somebody he needs a sugar mama.
Oh yeah, she paying bills. I feel like he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing as a man, because he got to get her to pay them bills. So he trying to be everything.
I was just like, what you mean everything? Like what? Like he laying the pipes? He ain't paying no bills, clearly.
He laying the pipe down. He cooking all the meals. That motherfucker taking the clothes to the cleaners, picking them up with your credit card. Like
he a good man with your credit card.
Yes. He makes sure everything is taken care of in the house.
I don't know. They just an odd couple. And he's only worth around
like
$2 million.
She left Jesus and went to the dark side.
Right? So who is she? There's a balance of who she really is. Like, maybe she needed maybe she has that complex that she feels like she needs someone that she needs to take care of. And she found a perfect person in him.
I don't think when she got with him, she felt like she was going to have to take care of him. I feel like she's always been a stand by my man kind of girl. And she feels like he's getting the raw end of the deal right now. So she's standing by him.
But she came in during his trials. They started their relationship during the downfall of the situation he had with the white lady.
Well,
she was a rebound.
She knew what she was getting into when she got into it. She probably paying his legal for his legal bills and everything. Listen,
that's what I'm saying. She found a wounded bird that she wanted to take care of, and that's exactly what she's doing. So it ain't no whole stand by my man, or she would have stayed with the preacher. Like, Just my opinion.
Well, her family is upset.
As they should be.
Her family is upset because she is over here paying people's bills.
Is this a temporary thing, or is this gonna be like a long-term thing we doing? Is he still going through the case? That's a good question.
I don't know. Because I don't really be keeping up with him. His juice don't be juicy enough for me. For me to be bothering him. So bothered with him. But we about to get up out of here. You had anything you needed to talk about? Anything you need to get off your chest?
No, I thought we was gonna get into the Tamar thing, but I guess we can save that for another day. You supposed to be Shane Worthy, yeah.
I forgot. Yes, I was so meaning to talk about some damn Tamar, but I know you got somewhere to be.
I got until 8:00 the next morning. I'm not gonna be there that late. However, I'm on my own time.
Let's get into Tamar real quick then before we get up out of here.
Yes, absolutely. Let me play the video.
Okay.
So y'all
play the video so everybody can know why we talking about Tamar.
Okay, let's get into it.
Somebody whole booty sandwich. Y'all, I'm not trying to make this a big deal.
Let's start this over because y'all missed the beginning. We need to hear the whole booty sandwich.
Yes.
I married you after you ate somebody whole booty sandwich. Y'all, I'm not trying to make this a big deal. I swear, it's not about y'all. It's $1,000. It's not. Make or break. It's the point. The point is that you wanted me to sit back and let you not only use my car, let's just say it's a mix-up. Okay, fine. But now it's different because you're using my card for your extracurricular activities. And just keep it gangsta. Wouldn't even trip on that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. Me and your relationship status has changed. The way I see you have changed.
Do you want me to keep playing the rest of the video?
Her in the finger, she be like,
man, that she is. Oh, she with the hand. You can tell she's want to talk with her hand. But where do we start? Here's my problem with people. That now you're putting this man on blast for eating somebody dookie shoe. However, after this, you married the man. After that. So why you mad now that?
Listen, I feel like she been married to him. I feel like she married him right after the first breakup. I feel like when they got back together, that's when she married him. Because he was all in the social media with the other chick.
Right.
So I feel like that's when she married him. I don't know for sure. Because I don't know what the marriage license is, and we can look it up because it's it'll be in Georgia, the state of Georgia's records when they actually got married. But I just feel like when it comes to him, he had a couple coins before he met her, so she was smitten by him from the show. But they shit was kind of toxic on the show. Like she was trying to tripping on the show. So first of all, I just feel like she's a toxic person, period.
Absolutely.
And I feel like she gets with people who are in other spaces in their lives. This is post-vent. They're in different spaces in their lives mentally. Some people are on different journeys. And then she comes into their spaces and acts like she's on their journey, but then she's so toxic, you can't keep all of her toxicity in a motherfucking human. So it just starts spewing out. Like, I just feel like she is the most toxic person. Like, I feel like she's a toxic person in her family. She's just toxic. Like, I just feel like she's toxic. I'm not going to say alleged, everything that she puts out besides music, and sometimes the music is a little toxic too, but we like a good toxic song.
Right.
But I just feel like Tamar is a toxic person, and I'm not about to say allegedly. There's too much video proof of how toxic
and Jeremy
she
is what, number 3 since Vince that she's either been engaged to and now is married. Remember, it was the dude with the dreads.
That's the one. I feel like he was on some spiritual journey, and I feel like she derailed him.
They did not mesh, even on the show. It just like,
I just feel like I don't even know what, like, I feel like she was trying to be a better her,
right?
But like sometimes you got like real counseling that you need to go. Like you got some real self-work that you really need to do in order for you to be able to be with somebody that's healed. Like an unhealed person cannot be with a healed person. You're either gonna pull that person back into their triggers and make them unhealed, or you are just going to learn from them and start your own journey, or you're just going to re-toxify them all over again, and they're going to be worse than what they were. And I feel like that is what she did. I feel like that man was losing sight of who the fuck he really was and the journey that he was really on. And he was smitten by her celebrity and this and that and her family and the accolades that you get of having someone of her caliber on their arm. I feel like he got all smothered into that. And then one day he woke up or somebody knocked on his head and said, yo,
that show became real.
Doing?
Like he went on that show for a celebrity and it got real.
Right. What are you doing?
Felt like, just like I felt like Tamar, I thought she was doing that like for TV purposes. Like, so you think that large personality and all the extra, no, this is who she is. Like
it is. It's too many years of us having footage of this behavior. Like this is you.
That's who she is. Core to core. That's who she is.
She is.
I didn't realize it. I gave her grace and was like, yeah, she's just doing that for TV. She's doing that for ratings. She real extra until she came here for Juneteenth. And I started to hear the stories of how she behaved and how she acted backstage. And I was like, wow, that's who she is through and through.
I don't know how you see her any other way.
All you see a person is on TV. Like
exactly. That you cannot be that many years in a show, that many years in the public, and still have a persona of being the most toxic person ever. And then all of a sudden you're just like Susie Homemaker. Oh, the Lord,
I feel like you can if you keep it in
I shall not want.
I felt like she, sometimes I did feel like she was putting on an act for TV, and I guess it was like her, she's so large, like this can't be you in real life.
I watched the very first season of the Braxtons. I've watched her. She's been toxic from the first to the last. She has not wavered. She was trying to like put out nice affirmations and put on these airs when she was with the guy with the locks. But I know that was his journey. She was trying to change her journey. I don't have a problem with that. But she is so fucking toxic that it ain't time for you. You going on somebody else's journey. You need to find your own. And it's not gonna be until she's not gonna find her true inner self, that's hopefully is not this toxic self, her inner self, her spiritual self, probably until she do something to her son and her son cut her off. So she embarrassed his ass and she do some shit and her son have to check her. Because sometimes your kids gotta put you in your place. Sometimes your
that
kids
little
have
boy
to put
looks
you
like
in your
he's
place.
gonna be
Respectfully, parents, I have to put you in your place because you did this to me. Or that.
I don't know. That little boy a little touched. I don't know.
I just feel like it. Like somebody is gonna put her in her place. She is so fucking toxic. Her mom can't talk to her about it. She's so fucking toxic.
Oh no, none of them can. Even on the new show, can't nobody talk to her.
Yeah, she's fucking toxic as fuck. Like
So how genuine do you think was his response? Like, do you think it was some bullshit on his side? Do you think it was both?
I don't feel like he I feel like he's just as toxic as her.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets excused because he's a white male. Because he can say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants. Because he's a white male. At the end of the day, his privilege is still his privilege.
Right.
However, you know, he can just go date a white woman and all the black girls will be erased out of his, you know, it's done.
No, I don't think he's doing that though.
I mean, I don't think so either, because he's been known to only date black girls. So I get it. But I'm just saying, like,
he could get a pass if
he'll get a pass.
He's gonna be the victim in all of this.
Yeah, he's gonna always be the victim in it. Right. And I just feel like her putting out the fact that he was eating booties and all this stuff. I feel like all that stuff is that's just like girls saying, "Oh, but his dick was small after they broke up."
Right.
Like,
well, she did kind of hint to that in the video, in some of the videos that were posted.
But you married that small ass dick.
That's
you was fighting bitches over that small ass dick. You was doing so much stuff.
Right. Wow.
Don't nobody believe you that his dick was small.
Right, because you was wilding out. Like,
yes. Do women wild out over small dicks? Like, I don't know. I've never heard anyone be like, "Girl, his dick is small, but I'm gonna kill a bitch over it."
I ain't never had a small one, so I don't know.
I've never heard that.
Never been down that road. I've never had a small one, so I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, do women go crazy about small dicks? I guess if it was a wealthy small dick, I guess, yeah, maybe you would go crazy because you don't want to cut off your money.
What she's doing, she's making it small so that no other woman will want it. That's all she's doing.
Does that work? You're a celebrity. Women are gonna want to be with the dude that you're with just on the fact that you were with them.
Right.
So you were with him. He was eating girls' booties out, and you married him, and still over here talking about him eating girls' booty. He was eating your booty out,
right?
And you was liking it,
and all you hoes was kissing each other. So deal with it, like,
yeah. So he had a small dick, and he was eating your booty, and now you mad because he went and broke up. Y'all broke up, and he went and ate somebody else's booty, like.
He's a repeat offender. He's a repeat booty eater.
I mean, if a person likes eating ass, they're gonna eat. That's gonna be their thing. They're gonna eat ass.
No judgment.
Yeah, so
no judgment.
Right.
But don't be mad now. Like, I feel like you make yourself look stupid when you go on a bashing trip. Like, I was putting up with all this shit when I was with him, when I decided to marry him, but now all of a sudden he's just a horrible person. Like, that bothers me when people do that. Like.
Yeah.
Like you said, he was eating your ass. He did all of this, and you still married him. So why you
still married him?
Bitch,
you still kissed him. He just got finished licking her butt, and you went and puckered your lips up and ate her butt too.
Sign that paper, move on with your life.
Get a divorce from the man.
This social media back and forth is making her look crazy.
I mean, hopefully
making herself look crazy.
Because if you didn't sign a prenup, he's gonna get you because your money is way longer than his.
Right. Yeah. She's making herself look real, real crazy right now.
Yeah. But she was he was always she was complaining about he always was trying to get her to take her mental health medicine, her medications for depression and whatever other mental health issues she had. He was complaining about all of that. And I just feel like you need somebody if you have a mental health condition, you need motherfuckers to remind you to take your pills.
Right.
Because if 5 days out the week, you've been chilling, and on the 6th day, you start acting like your toxic ass self, I'm going to say, bitch, did you take your
medicine? Right.
Because why is you acting like the old you? I need you to stay medicated at all times.
Right.
Listen,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know how it used to be back in like junior high when y'all first time y'all like swap gum and kissing. I'm swapping your motherfucking mental health pills with you via kisses, bitch. Take the medicine.
But here's my takeaway again. Like, you knew she had mental health issues when you went on that show. You knew she was wilding out on that show. So now don't come back after you done married this broad and now you want to talk about how her mental health and she's crazy. You knew that shit when you got with her.
But you know what? Now, I will be on his side on this. I know that I was with somebody with a mental health condition, but you don't really know how severe that condition is until your ass is really in the thick of things.
And you cool with that. My thing is, don't wait until after we've broken up to put a spotlight on some sensitive shit like people's mental health. Like, that's a motherfucking trigger for me. Like, you were with me, you knew I had some mental health issues because of traumas, whatever the case may be, that led me to confide in you or let you know that, hell, I'm taking fucking pills because, you know, some crazy shit didn't happen. But don't wait till we break up and then sing it to the world that bitch is crazy, because you knew I was crazy when you was fucking with me. Now, like, you know,
but
like,
that don't mean they know your level of crazy. It's different.
But don't let the world
especially if you was on a binger of taking your medication. Like, you was persistent, you was taking your medication like you were supposed to, and then all of a sudden you stop. Yes, bitch, I'm bringing it to your attention. What the fuck is
to my attention? Don't bring. He didn't brought it to the world's attention that she not taking her medic. Listen, bitch, that's a recent trigger for me. Listen, if we together, me and you together, and you know I'm crazy than a Betsy bug. You know I had some past trauma, some shit that I'm still working on, but you know I am like the best woman you have ever met and been with. But yet you have a softer side that kind of needs caressing. And you know my mental health is a trigger. When we break up, the first thing you do is go to social media, to America, to let them know, the people who didn't know, that, hey, I take medication because whatever the case may be.
I'm just not that kind of person anyway, but I get what you're saying.
The whole story bothers me.
It's legit. The story that you're saying is legit. You have legitimate concerns. You have a legitimate reason to be pissed off, mad about that. Like, the circumstances is fucked up. That's a fucked up circumstance.
Hurtful. So, like, you can talk about anything. You can talk about eating booty. You can talk about whatever, but mental health is serious. And he went low with that. She don't take her medication and like.
Well, not wanting everybody to know that he has looking booty holes.
The whole world knew it.
They didn't know that he was eating booty holes before
Tommy put that out there. No, Tommy put that out there. You remember? Tommy was riding in the car in New York City. She was rolling the window down, talking about how Tamar's man that ate her booty out. So Tamar didn't put it out there. Tommy put it out there, what, a year ago? Come on.
True. But that's him eating my butt. That's not him eating everybody else's butt.
Specify. She just said that he ate somebody's booty, which he did. She didn't say you out here eating random and 4 or 5 different booties, and she just said you ate somebody's booty. That's true and legit. Half the world don't know that Tamar is taking medication for whatever mental health issue she has going on. Like, that's only my thing. That's the only time. That's the only reason I give her a little bit grace.
Your points are valid. I'll accept them.
I just think the thing overall, like, don't wait till you break up with me to call me out on some shit that.
I think in general, I think it is very tasteless to just go on social media and put your ex on blast, period. After a breakup.
Yeah, both of them. Because
it makes you look stupid as fuck.
Both of them, absolutely. It's a double-edged sword. Both of y'all.
Yeah, it makes you look stupid. Like, well, why? But you was there though. But you loved him though. But how many years was y'all together though?
Like, how many times did you suck on that tongue and kiss that tongue, knowing he did that? Now you want to put a spotlight on him. You can give a fuck when you exchange rings. Now you want to put a spotlight on him. You didn't give a fuck
when his tongue was in between your butt cheeks.
You didn't care. You married this man after all. He married her knowing she had some.
He probably ate the booty so good that she married him.
Yeah. You got to do me better than you did her. That seems like a going thing for him. Like, he's a repeat offender. So
I advocate eating the booty. So
okay.
Fucking eat the booty. Eat the ass, the booty. Eat everything. Fucking just eat your partner. Just gobble them up.
It tickles back there. So come on with it.
I feel like gloves are off during sex. Like, if you're with somebody that you really can trust, that you really can be that vulnerable with, gloves are off. Fucking do whatever. Do whatever the fuck y'all want to do.
Right.
But when
that's
we
the
break
stage.
up, keep that
Right.
shit to your motherfucking self.
Absolutely.
Keep that shit to yourself. Don't be
Absolutely.
out here telling my goddamn business. Because if you tell my business, I guarantee it's something that I can tell of yours.
Right. I don't have a problem with him eating ass. I don't have a problem with her taking pills, but they should have kept that shit between them. That's my only thing. That's the end.
Right.
That's
On
it.
that note, y'all, keep y'all motherfucking business to yourselves. And if y'all don't, and it end up on social media, Naturally Unbothered Podcast might have something to say about your damn business. Make sure that y'all tune in to Naturally Unbothered Podcast. We are on everything. We are everywhere that every platform that streams podcasts. We are on YouTube. Make sure you guys rate, review, subscribe. Make sure y'all do all that shit. Tell y'all hoe ass friends to tell they hoe ass friends to tune in to Naturally Unbothered Podcast. And we are out.
We are out. Bye.